Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, what is the solution to the system of linear equations? Okay, so we're looking for the solution, right? And we do have a system of linear equations, right? So how can I solve my problem? Well, we can go ahead and graph it, right? And I like my first equation because the y is already by itself. So in that case, I know that this is going to be my y-intercept. And my slope, anytime that you guys don't have a number, remember, you always write down a 1. So my slope is 1 over 1, which means 1 up and 1 to the right. So let's go ahead and graph this one. I'm going to start at -1, which is on the y-axis. And then I'm going to go 1 up, 1 to the right. Okay? Just keep on going, 1 up, 1 to the right. And then we can do the opposite so that we can go to the opposite direction, right? So we're going to go 1 down and 1 to the left. 1 down and 1 to the left, okay? And we're not changing it, guys. Look at the line. It follows the same pattern, right? So this is my first graph, okay? Now, the second one is 2x plus y equals 5. So let me write it down over here. Now, if I want to graph it like the way I just did the first one, we will need to solve for y. We need to leave y by itself. And this is a nice one. I just need to take away or subtract 2 x's on both sides. And that will leave me with y equals -2x plus 5. Okay, so this 5 is my y-intercept. Is that right? My slope is negative. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite it as a fraction. So I'm just going to write down a 1 on the denominator. And this means I'm going to go 2 down and 1 to the right. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to go to +5, which is right here. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and do the units, 2 units down and 1 to the right. So I'm going to go 2 down and 1 to the right. Is that right? Okay, so let's follow the pattern. 2 down, 1 to the right, 2 down, 1 to the right. So go ahead and continue. And I can do the opposite from the y-intercept, right? So I'm going to go 2 up and then 1 to the left. And notice how even though it sounds like I'm doing the opposite, which I know I am, my pattern continues right there, right? So this is my other line. So let's go ahead and connect it. And now the question is, what's the solution? Well, I graphed them, but if I don't know what it means by the solution, it doesn't help us, right? Well, solution is the point, right, where the 2 lines meet. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. And the point where these 2 lines met right here is right at this point. And that will be +2 and +1. So that's the solution, right? And also the solution means that if I was to replace those values on the equations, it will make my statement true, okay? So that's another way that you guys can check if you have the right solution or not. So let's prove that that's the answer. So I'm going to write down my equation. Then I'm going to replace values, right? So we have y, and the point that I found has a y value of 1. The x value is 2. And we're going to work it out. What's 2 minus 1? It's 1, right? Did I get 1 on both sides? Yes, so it works, right? Now we can check the second equation, which is 2x plus y equals 5. So right there where the x is, we're going to replace it with a 2. And where the y is, replace it with a 1. And 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 plus 1 is 5. Did I get the same answer? Yeah, so that's what I mean by solution. It means that if you replace the coordinates x and y, you should get the right answers that are given to you already. Therefore, my answer for this, we proved that it is answer Choice B. Very good.